Checklist when buying or renting a house. Before you sign that check for the house you're eyeing on, it will be wise for you to ask questions first about the house you are purchasing. For instance, you would ask about the water, kung may specific hours ba na namamatay ang tubig doon. And the second one is you have to ask if there's any pipe na kailangang i-repair. And number 3, you have to ask the electricity, kung may specific hours ba na namamatay ang kuryente doon. The fourth one is kung papaano yung bahay if umuulan. Hindi ba siya bumabaha sa labas or anything. And the last one, you have to ask the security, of course. Kasi lahat tayo, pag bumibili tayo ng bahay, gusto natin safety siya. Let us proceed to the home improvement. Whether you have purchased a new house or planning to make preparation in your current home, here are suggestions on how to go about home improvement. Number 1 is refinishing. Refinishing is the quickest, easiest, and cheapest home improvement. Kasi ang gagawin mo lang is magpa-painting ka. If gusto mo naman mag-wallpaper, you can use the wallpaper, you can polish the floor, you can wash the window, kung ano lang yung pwede mong gawin. If you're not happy with the present home decor in your house, you can also consider the enhancement. Add accessories, pictures, curtains, cabinets, and furniture, and other type of home decor. So of course, kung naboboard ka na sa style ng bahay mo or sa decoration ng bahay mo, you can also use the enhancement. Magdadagdag ka ng mga decorations, magdadagdag ka ng mga cabinets na kailangan mo para naman to look more aesthetic sa panahon natin ngayon. If you plan to combine your workstation with your bedroom, kitchen, or living room, consider a conversion. Conversion of existing space from its current use to a new or combined use. So, si conversion is, for instance, sa bahay nyo, is gusto mo ipasok yung work office mo sa room mo. So, pwedeng-pwede yun. You can consider the conversion. And also, pag gusto mo pag-isahin yung living room and yung master bedroom mo, is pwedeng-pwede rin siya. Remodeling, on the other hand, is the most expensive home improvement you can make. Kasi sa remodeling is lahat ng hindi mo na gusto sa bahay mo is papalitan mo. Marami kang bibilhin na mga materials, marami kang bibilhin na mga furnitures. Now, let us proceed to the use of color in home decor. So, there are 3 primary colors, which is the red, yellow, and blue. These are the pure colors in the spectrum. They cannot be met by mixing any other colors. Ang primary colors is ito yung mga colors na hindi mo siya makukuha by combining other colors. Katulad na kung gusto mong gumawa ng color yellow. So, hindi ka pwedeng mapag-combine ng white and red kasi hindi naman siya magiging yellow. So, number 2 is there are also 3 secondary colors. The orange, green, and violet, made by mixing equal amount of 2 primary colors. So, ito naman si secondary colors is pag pinaghalo mo itong nasa primary colors is makakagawa ka ng color na ganito. Itong si orange, green, violet. And the last one is, meron tayong the 6 tertiary colors, which is the yellow-orange, red-orange, red-violet, blue-violet, blue-green, and yellow-green. Results when a primary colors is mixed in a equal parts with an adjustment secondary colors in a color wheel. So, ito naman is makukuha mo ang color na nandito sa tertiary colors pag pinaghalo mo yung exact amount, ng exact amount yung sa primary colors and the secondary colors. Of course, we have the other types of color, which is the pastels, shade and mixture, and last one, the neutrals. Dito sa pastels is pure colors lang siya na pinalighten ng color white. Dito naman sa shade and mixtures, ito yung mga colors na pure colors na dark lang siya ng black or gray. Sa neutral naman is we have the color beige, white, brown, black, and gray. Here are 3 basic decorating schemes based on this color. So, number 1, we have the analogous or monochromatic schemes. This is an approach that is nearly always successful using these colors that are adjacent on the color wheel. So, for example nito is yung blue-green, blue and blue-violet. So, ang colors na analogous or monochromatic schemes is ito yung mga colors na maganda siya ipaghalo according to the wheel. Number 2, we have the triadic scheme. This incorporates 3 colors equidistant from each other on the wheel, such as yellow, red, and blue. So, ang triadic scheme naman is ito yung mga colors na kailangan meron siyang equal distance or meron siyang equal amount pag ipaghalo mo siya para maging maganda ang colors. Constructing scheme. This focus on color opposite each other on the wheel, known as complementary colors. When used together, complementary colors, for instance, is red and green. So, ang colors na constructing scheme is ito yung colors na colors opposite siya into each other. So, pag pinaghalo mo ito is hindi siya or hindi maganda ang kalalabasan niya. For instance na lang yung red and green. Now, let us proceed to how colors affect your mood. Some colors motivates, while other colors can distract. Having the right color can make your office a better place to work. If you find motivation difficult, you may want to surround yourself with brighter color to provide you with more energy. Cool colors such as blue, greens, and purples are passive in nature. Receding into the background, they don't distract or disturb, making them a perfect choice for a home office. So, now naman is nag-proceed na tayo sa kung paano nakaka-affect yung colors sa mga mood natin. So, it says here that kung gusto natin na hindi tayo ma-distract and mas makafocus tayo, we have to choose the brighter colors para makapag-provide sa atin ng more energy. Katulad na lang ng color blues, greens, and purples. So, natapos na tayo sa mga colors. So now, let's talk about how to avoid clogging your drain system. So, sinasabi dito that always scrub and clean the surrounding areas. Pick up hair and other debris in the waste can and not the toilet bowl. So, sinasabi dito na kung gusto natin maiwasan na magbara ang ating mga drainage system is dapat is pinupulot natin yung mga buhok sa drain floor para maiwasan na magbara ang ating mga CR. Let us talk about the guidelines in buying furniture. Furniture is one of the most important things in our house. Here are guidelines when purchasing furniture for your home. So, number 1, set your budget first. Of course, kailangan natin mag-set ng budget para ma-measure natin or makita natin if kasya ba yung pera natin sa mga furniture na gusto natin bilhin. Number 2 is check the measurement of your room. Of course, kailangan i-check natin yung measurement ng ating mga rooms para hindi tayo magkamali sa pagbili ng mga furnitures na kailangan natin. Number 3 is make sure that the furniture match or coordinates with the color of your room. So, sino ba naman ang gusto, diba, na magkakaiba ang kulay ng furniture niya sa theme ng house niya? Pangit yun siya. So, dapat i-theme natin or dapat pareho siya ng colors ng ating bahay para maganda siya tignan. Sa panahon natin ngayon, parang aesthetic siya. So, the other one is the furniture will place in your room expenses your personal taste and style. So, of course, dapat yung mga furniture na nilalagay natin sa mga rooms natin is tayo mismo ang namimili. Para naman, ma-express yung personal taste natin and yung mga styles na gusto natin. And the other one is if you wish to get the best deals in furniture, check their warranties and be on the lookout for clearance sales items. So, para naman magkaroon tayo ng best deals sa pagbili natin ng mga furnitures is dapat i-check natin yung mga warranties kasi importante yun siya. For instance, ang nabili mo is hindi masyadong matibay. So, pagdating mo ng bahay, nasira siya. Bali, hindi mo i-check kung may warranty siya. And then, napagastos ka kasi hindi mo na siya pwedeng ibalik. And also, dapat tignan din natin if may mga sales items sila para naman tayo ay makatipid at or makamura. So, the last one is inspect your furniture before and upon delivery. So, pag tayo ay namimili ng mga furniture is dapat i-check natin bago i-deliver and pagkatapos i-deliver yung mga furniture na binili natin. So that maiwasan natin na magkaroon ng reklamo dahil nasira or anuman ang nangyari sa mga furniture na pinamili natin. Now, let us proceed to the Feng Shui to your home. Kumbaga, ang Feng Shui is para siyang it's something like parang pinaniniwalaan or parang pamahiin. It's I'm not really sure. So, number 1 is clear the way leading to your front door. So, lagi raw linisin yung mga dadaanan papunta sa front door ng bahay natin. So, next one is plant with thorns or sparks like cactus should be left outside your home. So, yung mga cactus daw na mga design sa bahay natin is dapat sa labas ng bahay siya nakalagay. Next one is an aquarium or fountain is good luck. Ibig sabihin, parang naniniwala sila na ang aquarium and fountain sa isang bahay is swerte daw. So, next one is do not place your kitchen directly below a bathroom, nor place your kitchen in a front or the center of your house. So, wag daw natin ilalagay yung mga kitchens natin. Pag nagpagawa tayo ng bahay, wag natin ilalagay yung kitchens natin directly sa baba ng, sa below ng ating bathroom. Kasi nga naman is, sino ba naman ang gustong magluto or kumain sa kusina na katabi ng CR? So, hindi rin natin pwedeng ilagay ang kitchens natin sa front or center ng ating house kasi nga pangit naman. So, open your window and curtains daily to allow sunshine and fresh air to come in. So, lagi raw natin i-open ang ating mga window sa araw-araw para naman makapasok yung mga fresh air. And other one is open your bedroom windows and doors at least once 20 minutes a day to allow fresh chi to come in. So, dapat daw sa mga bedrooms natin is ino-open natin yung mga window for at least 20 minutes a day para naman makapasok ang mga fresh air. So, the last one is don't put mirrors that reflect your bed. So, maraming nagsasabi na huwag kang maglalagay ng mga mirrors na nakikita nakaharap or nakikita ka sa yung pagtulog kasi a lot of them na nagsasabi na parang hindi daw yun siya maganda or parang something like may mga multo kang makikita ganyan sa pagtulog mo, and that's it. So now let us talk about the bathroom. A bathroom, it's a literal sense means a room with a bath. Bathroom commonly means a room containing toilet or lavatory. There can be just a shower, a bathtub, or both. So, alam naman natin na pag sinabing bathroom, ito yung room na merong paliguan or ito yung paliguan natin na kung saan meron din itong mga toilet or meron siyang shower, meron siyang bathtub. Ganun po ang sinasabing bathroom. So, let us proceed. The ensuite refers to a bathroom attached to a bedroom or share among several bedrooms. So, pag sinabi nating ensuite is ito naman yung mga bathroom na nakalagay sa loob mismo ng ating rooms. For instance, ang rooms natin is tinatawag na master bedroom. So, pag merong CR doon sa loob ng rooms mo is pwede din siyang tawagin na master bathroom. Bathroom are typically among the smallest room in the house, yet we use them for many daily routines. So, alam naman natin na ang bathrooms is yan lang yung pinakamaliit na room sa loob ng ating bahay. Yet, marami tayong ginagawa dyan. Dyan tayo naliligo, dyan tayo minsan nag-aayos. Pag mga salamin kayo sa loob, dyan kayo nagbo-blower ng hair, mga ganon. So, let us proceed to the cleaning the bathroom. The most important rule to follow when cleaning any rooms in your house, the bathroom included, is to not let it go out of hand or too dirty in the first place. So, pag naglilinis tayo ng mga bathroom is, kailangan, wag natin hayaan na may mga considers na hindi makalinis. For instance, yung mga anak mo, yung asawa mo, is pwede mo sila utusan, bigyan ng trabaho, bigyan mo sila i-assign mo sila sa mga task na dapat is tumulong din sila sa paglilinis. So, the sink, the tub, and the shower should all be rinsed after each use. So, yung mga sink natin, yung mga CR natin, is after natin gamitin, is dapat linilinis natin para naman hindi siya marumi. So, before you start actually clean the bathroom, take everything that does not belong there, katulad na lang ng mga clothing, magazines, cigarette butts, and ashtrays, basketballs, Barbies, and etc. So, bago tayo actually maglinis, is dapat alisin muna natin yung mga hindi naman belong doon sa CR, kasi hindi natin maiiwasan na sometimes yung mga bata is nagdadala sila ng mga laruan doon sa loob ng CRs, meron naman nagdadala ng mga damit na hindi nilalabas, and other one is meron naman mga cigarettes, yung cigarette butts doon na lang tinatapon, so dapat alisin natin yon.